Hey guys, and welcome to Sip and Slay. So decided to change the name to Sip and Slay just because Friday Night Flavor was a bit limited, and I feel like Sip and Slay is like, okay, we get it. There's a hashtag now and everything, so I'll leave everything in the description bar below. Welcome again, guys. This show will be every Friday, so make sure I know what you're sipping and what you're slaying in. So my drink of choice for today is by Echo Falls, and this is called Summer Berries. This is super cute. Let me just pour the drink before we start the video. Got me some, how bougie is this glass? It's from Zara. It was like $4.99. So let's fill her up before we start talking about a madness. Okay, the drinks are filled. Guys, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to run and grab a drink. So if you wanna see what I got to say in Sip and Slay, keep on watching. Your dilemmas and obviously answering some of your questions to me. Obviously, guys, this is going to be every Friday, so if you want me to talk about a specific topic, or if you have any questions for me, or you want me to answer some of your dilemmas, you can email me on Gary Thompson
What?
Gary Thompson at ThePlasticBoy.com, or you can DM me on my Instagram, which is at ThePlasticBoy, and I answer your DMs through there because I'm always checking my DMs. Okay, so before we get into this madness, I just want to basically give a huge shout out to Kelsey Brianna. Some of your subscribers came over to my channel and they were saying how you mentioned me in the video, and actually seen it in the video, and I just want to say you are so sweet. I was watching one of your videos actually before, like a while ago, and you were talking about it was a bronzer video as well, but I can't remember what you were talking about. It was some kind of new product, and I was like, oh, let me try and find someone it was you. So thank you so much, you are so sweet. And to everyone that's come from Kelsey's channel, hey, and obviously if you guys don't follow Kelsey, definitely go and check out her channel. I'll link it in the description bar below. Okay, so it's now time. Why am I laughing already? So guys, this Sip and Slay is obviously gonna be good. But obviously, I feel like it would be very rude and stupid of me not to speak about certain topics when I have a platform, and I feel like it's really good to speak about things that are going on in today's world. So I wanted to speak about the George Floyd drama. Obviously, there's still so much I don't know. I just know the main bits of what happened, but I feel like what's happening in what's that state called? Monopolis? You know what I mean? Where that state is. And what happened to him is actually so disgusting. I'm not gonna lie, even I filmed a video before this, which is on this look, which you will see, which is the full face Fenty, which will go up on Sunday, and I just felt so low. I felt low for the past few days. I'm actually obviously it's Thursday today, and I've just been in such a rut, and I just haven't felt myself, just because every time I open Twitter, anytime I look at the shade room, someone has died, someone has been killed, and obviously we're in a lockdown situation. So hearing this news while everything's happening while in lockdown is just the worst thing ever. The George Floyd case is just so bizarre to me. All the evidence is on video, and they still haven't charged these officers for what's happened, and it's just really upsetting to me because, first of all, when you're in trouble, the people that are supposed to protect you are killing you, and they're killing us, and it's just really sad. And I feel like it's annoying because these things seem to be happening more and more. Obviously, there was that case with Christian Cooper in the park where he just told a lady who had a dog to put her dog on a leash, and she didn't want to be told off by a black man, so she obviously went to call the police and acted in a situation that wasn't happening. And I feel like if the police obviously responded to her call and actually came down, imagine the same thing could happen to Christian. So I just feel like it's just so sad. Sorry, I'm literally just like looking at the notes on my phone, and I just feel like it's so sad because we're living in a world now where there's so much cameras, everyone has smartphones, but imagine if there wasn't any of that. And I feel like it's just really heartbreaking, like, for these things to be happening, because growing up black is hard anyway, but when you're growing up black, and I feel like it's so different in America. Obviously, I feel like all these situations are happening, but obviously we're just not aware of them. But in America especially, I think growing up black now, I would be so scared. Obviously, I'm scared now, but in America, I feel like the police that are just on a different level. It's crazy to me, and I feel like it's really sad. And I feel like, I know it's happened before, but I feel like we just can't keep accepting this. Even it keeps happening, and I feel like people speak about it for like a week and say, oh, sorry to this person, but I feel like it's just crazy. It's just so sad to me. Obviously, it's a really sensitive like subject, but I just feel like I don't know where this world is going, guys. This world is honestly a madness. Next subject, obviously we'll try and move on to something more light-hearted, but obviously I had to start with that because it was such an emotional story for me. But okay, let me just calm down. Okay, so the next story is Jagged Edge versus 1112. Girl, who watched that? It was on, hold on, what day? It was on Monday actually, yeah, because it was bank holiday over here. Guys, that live, the verses was a whole complete mess. First of all, Jagged Edge's sound wasn't great and 1112 were too loud, but I do think 1112 had this sound issue because when we were just talking to 1112 and it was just them on the live, and when 1112 joined, hold on, 1112. No, it's 112. Why do I keep saying 1112?
What was the reason?
When 112 joined Jagged Edge, their sound went funny, so I think it was their issue. But I was a bit like upset though because they're playing so many songs that I didn't know, and Jagged Edge were like killing it. Like they had so many bangers, but when the sound just wasn't great. And obviously I watched Timbaland and Swiss Beats live after, and they were saying that they didn't use the equipment they gave them, so it was just such a good live. Like I know it was a bit random, but I just love Jagged Edge, and I have a new love for 112 because there's some songs I was just like, ooh, okay. Let me fill her up. I feel like I'm getting a bit drunk already, you know, because I didn't eat a lot today, that's why. The Doja Cat drama is a whole madness. So let's speak about this in the last episode. Okay, so anyway, Doja Cat has obviously, this drama has been bubbling up for a while. Like there's YouTubers that have made videos about it, there's people that have like made threads about it, there's people that are coming for her. So Doja Cat was involved in, well, alleged to be involved in different activities. Well, one was like a chat room where there was some like white supremacist in the chat room. The other was the video which obviously I did see on Twitter with her talking about 4C hair, and obviously 4C hair is like afro, proper afro hair, like, you know, afro. So she was saying, oh, something about bitches with 4C hair. So it looked a bit suspect because when you're talking about 4C hair, you're talking about a proper black woman's hair. Do you know what I mean? So, this is so good. Obviously, this has been going on for like maybe a week or so, and she hadn't responded to any of like the gossip sites talking about her, the Shade Room. Obviously, it was in the news, and everyone was coming for her. So I was like, it's a bit weird Doja Cat hasn't made a statement, or not even her team have, because it's now becoming to a weekend. The more quiet you are, the more suspect people think you're going to be. So she must have made, her publicist made a statement, I think, on the weekend saying Doja Cat has never been involved in anything. You know, she's got massive love to her family, and saying that her dad's African and she considers herself black, blah blah blah. And it said Doja Cat, and it's a publicist. So I find it weird that Doja Cat wouldn't address the situation herself. Obviously, it must be so scary for her because she's got this newfound thing where she just got the #1 with Nicki Minaj, and it's just a bit mad, really. So I was like, that's a bit suspect. And I know Doja Cat, but I know friends that have listened to Doja Cat for years, and apparently Doja Cat has never said what race she is, where she's from, and if she's got in contact with her black family. So apparently she's more white, so she kind of speaks to more of her white family. So everyone found this suspect. I found it a bit suspect because I just feel like Doja Cat does Instagram lives all the time, and why now, sis, do you wanna not speak up? Or like, there's no smoke about fire. Let's be real. I think the chat room thing was a bit mad because apparently she was like, how old was she when she was in the chat room? I think she was like a baby or a child. I don't know. I just feel like it's just a bit weird to me. Like, there's receipts, but there's not actual receipts of some of the information that's been spread. So anyway, she did an Instagram live, and I think, guys, I didn't even watch the videos. I think there was like 5 clips of videos in the Shade Room. When there was 5 clips, it's like the Lana Del Rey thing. She made a response. I didn't watch it. It's just too much time. It's a bit draining. But apparently, people are cancelling Doja Cat, and I do think our cancel culture is a bit mad. I feel like we shouldn't really do cancel culture. Some people need to be cancelled, but I don't think everyone needs to be cancelled. Like, it depends what it's for. Oh my God. I think people are cancelling Bill Cosby because they've done all these things to women, which I can understand. Obviously, cancel him because he's basically lived a double life. And I think cancel someone if obviously they're racist or doing a madness, but Obviously, this is what Doja's been accused of, like not loving her own kind, like black people, saying things about black women, and being in a chat room with white supremacists talking shit about black people. Obviously, some of it hasn't been confirmed, but I think Doja is so new to the industry and she was so young back then, which doesn't forgive any of her mistakes. I feel like after a certain age, you know what you're doing and you shouldn't be saying certain things. But I do feel like we're so quick to cancel people these days, and you just, like with Doja, you're not sure what situation she was in. Was she in a happy home? Was she bullied or whatever? Even though that's no excuse, but you just, until you know someone's struggle, it's very extreme to cancel someone. You know what I mean? Like in this day and age, anyway. Sometimes I feel like our cancel culture is a bit mad, which I don't think anyone should be cancelled. Maybe just, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like everyone's being cancelled these days, like Doja Cat, Madonna now apparently, with that whole, obviously I'm recording it before, so the story will be old, but she made her son do a dance to represent everything that's going on in the world at the moment. So I just feel like the cancel culture is a bit crazy, guys. What do you think? Actually, the next one was Babyface. Oh my god, guys, obviously this isn't news, but was it Monday? Was it Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember what day it was on, but anyway, Babyface did a live, and he basically played all the songs from Waiting to Exhale, which is one of my favorite movies ever. And he was speaking about Whitney, who's one of my favorite artists ever. And then he played a song from Shaka Khan. He played the SWV song. It was just so good. And guys, I just love Babyface. I'm not sure what it is, like shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, so Insecure. Guys, should I be watching Insecure? Is it a thing I need to watch? Let me know in the comments down below. Apparently Insecure is a thing to watch. Everyone speaks about it on Twitter. I always feel really left out. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things I need to get into. Should I be watching it? Like, is it juicy? Is it like, I don't know, like, let me guys know. Obviously this isn't news, but I'm asking you guys. The last news I'm going to speak about is Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I watched both episodes on Monday, so I didn't watch the second reunion episode of Atlanta, and I didn't watch the latest one, so I watched one after each other. And I just want to say, I feel like Eva needs to go. First of all, Eva, no one needs you as a housewife. You're very boring, very dry, and I really love her. But Cynthia's beautiful. Obviously she got the high cheekbones on her, you know, she's stunning. But in some parts of the reunion, I kept forgetting she was there.
That might have been a little bit exaggerated.
I kept forgetting she was there. When Andy would say Cynthia, I'd be like, where's Cynthia? It was so mad. I feel like Marlo would make a good housewife, but Marlo, I don't know. I'm not even. She's good as a friend of the show, but I feel like Cynthia and Eva need to go. I will say is this reunion was really, really juicy, even though they weren't all together. First of all, Nene needs to go for a bit. I do like Nene, but I feel like she thinks the show is like above her. Like, and I feel like Nene, like, this show made your whole career. Like, and I feel like when she walked off in the last episode, well, the second episode to the last, she didn't come back. Hold on, was it the second? Yeah, she didn't come back because she had obviously set herself up in some drama which she didn't want to deal with. And I feel like I just don't get what Nene's doing. Like, sis, I love Kenya. Obviously people think Kenya's messy, but Kenya is my bitch. She's beautiful. She's a dark skin chocolate queen. I just love Kenya. I feel like with Kenya, she throws the shade, but she can also take it. And I feel like Nene loves to throw the shade but can't take it. But I don't know. I feel like Atlanta's one of my favorite franchises. Do you guys watch any of the other housewife franchises? Let me know, because maybe I need to branch out, but I just love Atlanta. I tried to watch Potomac, but I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys like this eye makeup, by the way? If you guys do, it's a full face of Fenty. Everything's Fenty. Love. Okay, let me just apply some more gloss. This is the Morphe Chill Gloss. You know what I said, bumhole. Obviously, it's not that matte this week. So we're going to do this segment of Will I Buy It Trend edition again. So we're going to look through Trend because I haven't looked at Trend for a while. I feel like the makeup launches are getting a bit dry. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everyone's paused their complexion launches. Okay, so this is the new Kaleidoscope palette. Will I buy this? Maybe not. It looks a bit cheap to me. Not in a bad way, but it's giving me like, I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know. It's just not a vibe for me. I think this is like a new started brand. It's giving me very AliExpress. So the next one is these Sigma Pride brushes. Let me show you them. So obviously Pride is coming up and everyone's doing their whole Pride collection. But I feel like now brands are a tiny bit lazy with Pride collections. I feel like not every day a rainbow palette sis. Sometimes give us like drama, give us like, I don't know, just give us something. Oh, isn't a rainbow palette? Obviously I think everyone on the sun owns a rainbow palette now, which isn't a bad thing, but I think for Pride, make it a bit spicy, you know. Oh, I don't know guys, I feel like it's so a bit suspect when brands don't even donate to like a gay, you know, like a gay charity or a gay like cause, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like a youth center, like it's a bit suspect. And why are you doing the Pride collection? Sweetheart, if you weren't ready for Pride last year, then why are you doing it this year? Very confused sis. So, this is the Morphe Pride palette. This is it here. The Morphe one's actually really cute. Let me slide. Hold on. Ooh, it comes with a setting spray and some glosses. It's actually really cute. I think it's good because I've got the one from last year and it's different, so this one's actually really nice, so I can combine that with that. There's the setting spray, we've got a gloss, and oh yeah, oh my god, so they're donating 100% of the proceeds to the GLSEN. Oh wow, and the minimum is a 50k donation. Morphe did it last year. Morphe, we move. We love Morphe. We just love Morphe. Okay, so the next one is Manny MUA's blush palette, which is from Lunar Beauty. I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to get this blush palette just for the last two shades. These ones here, they look so nice, but what am I doing with the other shades, please? What in the Milky Way is going on with these shades? The only thing is with palettes, with blush palettes, if I was to buy them and I can't use the lighter shades, well, I could use them on the eyes, but I just feel like, ugh, I'm not gonna use them. I'll say I use them on my eyes, but realistically, I'm not. Am I? I'm just not. So I feel like with blush palettes, it's like a good marketing scheme, but at the same time, if you don't already have blushes, but I just wouldn't use the other shades. I feel like they're not deep enough. Only the last three are. So I would get it though. I think I would. Anyway, and we have the new Divine Rose collection by Pantograph. No question is needed. I would totally get that. Totally get it. So beautiful. The palette is gorgeous. I hope they send that to me. Pantograph is just, and Naomi Campbell is now the global face of Pantograph, by the way, which she looks amazing. The Maybelline Falsies Lash Mask. What do you guys think? I think I would try it because my lashes are a bit small, but I've never tried a lash mask, so I'll be scared putting it next to my eye. I'd need a tutorial, but I think I would get it. What is this? Oh, Charlotte Tilbury's released 3 new shades of her lipstick, and these are like bridal lipsticks, which I think is such a cute idea. These colours are not, actually I could wear the middle one. These colours aren't really my kind of vibe, but I do love Charlotte Tilbury products. She has been smashing it in releases, so we'll do a few more. Oh, Fenty Beauty has a new lip formula, and these are called Slip and Shine. Not gonna lie, I love Fenty so much, but I don't really like these formula lipsticks, even the normal ones. I feel like she needs to release just, obviously she has liquid lipsticks, but we need more nudes. And I feel like Fenty, they're really good for their products, but I feel like they're not releasing enough nudes. Everything's quite colourful, which isn't a bad thing, but I feel like Fenty definitely needs more nudes. She needs lip liners. We just need a lip range just, but obviously we know it's probably coming, but I hope she releases like a chocolatey brown liner. And we'll do one more. We've got this palette from e.l.f. and what's her name? Jade Kisser, which is this one here. This is actually a really nice palette. Like, it's giving me Urban Electric vibes. It's really nice. I'd probably buy this. I would buy it. So that's it for the trend section, guys. Now we're gonna get onto the dilemmas. But we have questions for me. The dilemmas are last. So someone says, why do you never talk about your dating life? I don't really like talking about anyone I'm seeing, just because I feel like some things need to be kept private. Like, imagine I tell you who I'm seeing and we're not together in the next few months or few weeks. You're gonna be like, where's that guy? And then I'm gonna end up looking like a whore. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, how many people can you bring onto this channel? Nah, I'm just joking, but I do feel like private life, happy life are certain things. Like, I feel like when you start showing off personal things or your things that make you happy outside of social media, I feel like things can just start to go wrong. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like you can show certain aspects of it, but like not everything. Do you know what I mean? It's very, I don't know, it's just like a touchy subject, you know? Yes. What's the best thing you like about being an influencer? I think that I get to work from home, and if I want to, I can like go and see my family at any time and stay with them, and I can work from anywhere I want in the world. I think that's quite a cool one, and you get to work with some of like the most amazing brands in the world also. So I feel like there's different aspects of it, but obviously there's ups and downs. But obviously I would say those, you know. What's the biggest accomplishment you've done while being in the beauty industry? I'd probably say it have to be my L'Oreal campaign when that came out a few years ago. Obviously I was the first boy, I think British boy, to be in a major campaign. First black boy, maybe first boy, I'm not sure, but that campaign was just amazing. And I would probably have to say my lashes. Like, my lashes was such a big accomplishment just because black boys aren't getting beauty collabs like that. You just don't see it. Like, it just doesn't happen. I feel like there's still things to be fixed. Like, it's a bit crazy. We'll move on. That's another topic for another video. Do you ever find that brands can... Oh, sis, you've been asking... Oh, this is the same person. Do you ever find that brands can be quite racist in the beauty industry? I wouldn't say racist, but you can definitely tell when a brand has a vibe. So all you need to do is, go onto their Instagram and look at their branding and their advertising, or who they repost a lot. Not always the case, but most of the time it is. And look at their tags, who tags them, and who they client themselves to. Because, child, when I go on a brand's website and I actually see your foundation shades, and when the darkest shade is very like alabaster or ivory, that's when I know, because it's an issue. Because in 2020, I don't want to see shades just saying sand and beige, because that is not cute. So I can normally tell there's certain brands I know, I won't name any, but if I was to reach out to them or try and work with them, they'll think, first of all, who is this black approaching us? That isn't our vibe. So you just know never to put yourself in that situation. You can just tell by the brands and what the heritage is and who their customer is, and not all the time, but you just sad, but it's just one of those things, honestly. Is it hard to make friends while being a beauty blogger? I feel like it depends how much people know who you are, to be honest. I would say in the UK, it's hard for now. Sometimes I get people approaching me just because they follow me on Instagram or whatever, but at the same time, not a lot of people know who I am unless you're a lover of makeup. So I don't think it's hard to make friends, but I feel like you kind of like just be wary of who you become friends with. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I feel like I've got a good mixture, because I've got friends within the beauty blogging industry, but I've also got friends outside of it. So I have a handful of trusted friends. I don't have lots of friends, guys, just because more friends, more problems, and it's just a bit mad. But I would like kind of guess if you are bigger, it would be hard to make friends. But I think in any age it's kind of hard to make friends, depending on if it's like social media based or related. But half and half. I feel like you still make friends. Just don't tell people you are the first time you meet them. Okay, this is the last question. Do you think it's still hard to be a boy in the beauty industry? Hell to the fucking yes it is. Brands move very, very mad. I won't name any, but certain brands were like, yes, we want to work with boys, we fuck with boys now, let's put boys in a campaign. And then, where are the boys now, sweetheart? Like, where are they? Like, But that diversity preached about 2 years ago, 1 year ago, you just did it because it was like a money-making scheme. But is it hard to be a boy in the beauty industry? Of course it is, because it's a female-dominated industry. Did you say boy, or you just said boy? I thought you said black boy, but it is hard being a boy because it's a female-dominated industry, and when jobs come in, they think of a female. I think when a beauty job comes in, the PR thinks of girls straight away before thinking of boys, because that's what their mentality is like. Because you think of makeup and people just think of women, but makeup is genderless. But I think it is hard because I don't know. I feel like it's not as hard as it used to be, but I still think it's hard. A lot of brands still don't work with boys. A lot of brands still won't repost boys. And a lot of brands just don't fuck with boys in general. So I feel like it is hard, but we're still breaking down barriers. Like, loads of boys are getting campaigns. There's way more beauty bloggers than there used to be, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. So I definitely think we're doing something. We're like, do you know what I mean? So
Oh my god!
it may be hard, but like we're doing our thing. There's so many beauty boys I can rate and like that are my friends. It's just hard, but life isn't easy. So now time for dilemmas, my favorite bit. I didn't get lots of dilemmas this week, so guys, if you're having dilemmas, please email them to me or DM them to me, because I love a juicy dilemma. All my dilemmas are kept private because I just think they should be. Obviously these dilemmas aren't for your tea, obviously they're for me to explain and digest them. But you know, I've been in quarantine with my fiance for a few months now, and I've just realized that I hate him and don't feel the same way about him. How do I tell him? Well, sis, did you not? How long have you been with this guy? Because have you never stayed with him for a long time before? But I guess it's hard when you're a couple, yeah. You're probably quarantining together. You've never really stayed with someone for 2 months or a month, however long you're quarantining. But so you really get to see everyone's aspects fully. Are you sure? Hate's a strong word, babe. How long? If you're quarantining with him, you've definitely been with him for over 2 years. So I'm not sure you can hate someone, but I would say give him a chance. Like, he's probably just, you know, you've been in the same space, but if you were to get married, that's what you'd be living with anyway. So maybe try and speak to him. I don't know, it's a hard one, but if you hate him, sis, maybe pack your bags and get the fuck out and leave. We're bouncing because I don't know about that one. That's a hard one, but sis, I pray for you. And you know, okay, this is the second one. I went on a girls trip last year to Vegas and accidentally hooked up with some guy. He's now moved to London and keeps messaging me, what should I do? Sis, did he originally live in America? Like, did he move to London for you, or did he get a job here? Because it's a bit scary. But maybe to say to him, you know what, it was a one-time thing. I'm involved in a serious relationship now. I'm not really looking for that. But the thing is, you know what's a bit mad, yeah? Like, I feel like things in London never get kept a secret. Like in America, because there's so many states, I feel like you could slap someone in the club and not see them for a while. But if you slap someone in the club in London, you're gonna see them in 1 or 2 weeks, or maybe in the street in Oxford Circus, because we're not big like that. So it's a bit crazy. So I don't know, but he probably won't ever see your boyfriend. But imagine he finds out where you live, or he sees you randomly. You just don't know, because London isn't that big, even though it is. I feel like, if your boyfriend has no clue and it was ages ago, maybe just say to this guy, you're with someone, start messaging me. Maybe say you got a baby on the way, because guys don't like that. Say you got a baby on the way and just tell him to leave you alone and just go about your day, because this is a bit mad, sis. It's a bit mad. Okay, so the next question is, so my dad married another woman and we now live together as one big family with her 2 sons. They are cool, but the other night me and my stepbrother ended up kissing after a few drinks. I think I like him, but I know it's wrong. What should I do? How old are you all? To be honest, after a few drinks, you're obviously over 18, but you actually, that's quite young though. People still live with their parents at that age. Okay, let me just, so hold on, if 2 and 2 and 4, hold on, so if 2 and 2 is 4, okay, so your dad married another woman and it's her son, so you're basically step siblings, is that a word? So, okay, so you live under the same roof and your mom is dating, his mom is dating your dad, and you guys hooked up. So this is very, it's not weird because you're not blood, but imagine if you guys carried on dating and got married. I'm not sure how would that work? Hold on, no, if you guys had kids, they wouldn't be blood anyway, but it'd be weird because your parents are dating. So don't know, is that weird? Is that weird? Hold on, it'd be weird. It'd be really weird. It'd be weird because your dad and his mom are dating. So if you got pregnant by him, it was just, they're intimate, you're intimate. You're not blood, but if you were, it'd be very weird. I don't know. It seems messy. Basically, you guys don't live in your own houses, so you can't make this carry on. I'll probably not do it, babe. Just not a good look. You're basically step siblings, or your step brother, so just think of it as your real brother. It's not cute. It's gonna cause problems in your dad's and his mom's relationship, because you guys are obviously, if this goes a bit further, it's gonna look a bit mad, and I feel like it's the sort of thing to destroy a family. I think, is it? I think so. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? So anyway, this is the end of Sip and Slay. So I'll have another episode next Wednesday. Please message me in the comments down below if you have a hot topic you want me to talk about. Maybe just on the day or before, you can DM me. I really enjoy doing these. I think they're very therapeutic and very relaxing. Obviously, I'm very lit. I'm not sure why I'm so lit. If you have any dilemmas, message me. They're every Friday. And I was gonna say something else. The charity bags will be on sale on Sunday. So I'm so sorry. So obviously if you want to get a charity bag, they'll be on sale on Sunday and all the details will be in that video. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I'll just see you in my next video, guys. Bye. Have a good weekend.